Is Alamance Community College still implementing DEI or diversity, equity, and inclusion in its hiring and college enrollment initiatives in opposition to President Donald Trump's executive order? We'll look into it right after this. Well, hello and welcome to Alamance County Talks Politics. In January of 2025, President Donald Trump signed an executive order dismantling DEI practices in our higher institutions. In fact, he wanted to remove the discriminatory practice of DEI. Now, we have to ask ourselves this question. Is Alamance Community College, are they complying with this executive order? Well, let's go straight to the website and let's look and see. So when you come to Alamance Community College website, this, I think they've changed it a little bit. I think it looks a little different, but this is the homepage, and I click over here on the right, and you scroll all the way down, and you see all about ACC. When you click all about ACC, I go to the belonging page, and I went to this page several weeks ago, and probably 3-4 weeks ago, it may have been close to a month ago, and when I looked at this page, it was a little different. It had diversity, equity, and inclusion on some of it. It had diversity and inclusion in part of it, and so now they've changed this. You can see now to the Office of Belonging. I wished I had screenshotted that before, but I did not. But you can see they've changed it to the Office of Belonging. Preparing for the new year, you can see the Office of Belonging here, and you can see the Director of Belonging is Josephine Jones. And as you scroll here, you can see the mission statement of the community college, community commitment statement. It looks decent, looks okay. But then we scroll down to the bottom here. And this is a video that is currently and has been, it was posted before and it's still posted on the Alamance Community College website. And you can see here, it says right here, the diversity and inclusion at Alamance Community College, right above his Josephine Jones's head in that image. But let's go ahead and let's turn our attention to listening to the video, because if you listen to the video, you're going to hear him talk about. And it seems like he is obsessed with underrepresented and people looking like someone else. So let's listen to him and see what he says, and then I'll comment on the rest of the video.
Yeah, so what we're doing is identifying who we're serving as far as underrepresented groups. Then we're looking.
Okay, there you go. They're looking at who they're gonna serve concerning those underrepresented groups. Okay, so let's listen to it again.
Needs of those underrepresented groups. And one of the goals is to increase those enrollment rates at the institution within those underrepresented groups.
So within 17 seconds of this video, he's already used the word underrepresented groups that they're trying to serve. So let's continue to listen.
You know, I'm also curious, isn't it sort of a challenge to get people to open up and talk about the things that mean something to them?
Oh, yeah, very, very much so. That is a unique challenge in itself, being in the society as we've seen in the last few years.
Okay, now let me stop him here. He's already used the word underrepresented, which is really not a problem. But then he goes on, and if you take the collection of what he's saying, listen, now he says that, yeah, people have a hard time saying what they wanted to say. If we look at society over the last several years. Now, what he's referring to, this video that you're looking at now with him in there was, I think it was posted October of 2021. Well, if you know anything about the election, Joe Biden was sworn in as president in January of 2021. So obviously the previous administration, the Trump administration, is what he's referring to. He's saying people had a hard time saying what they wanted to say without somehow some type of reprisal against them. You just listen to what he said.
People are afraid to say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So there he finishes that. People are afraid to say the wrong thing. My concern now, Josephine Jones, is are people afraid to say the wrong thing at Alamance Community College, or were they? Well, let's continue on. Now he talks about, so he uses the word underrepresented. Then he talks about the previous administration, people being fearful of saying what they wanted to say. And now, thirdly, listen to the minority medical bridge and listen to how discriminatory this is. I don't care what kind of grant it is. Listen to this.
And you sent me an email one day about something. I'm going to make sure I read it correctly. Minority medical bridge. It's a program you do, a minority medical bridge. What do you mean?
Yeah, so we have established a minority medical bridge program for young men of Alamance, Burlington school system.
Okay, so notice the first thing he says is for young men. Now, those are his words. I mean, I'm just assuming he knows what he's talking about. So, number one, it is discriminating against females, no girls, young men, 6th through the 12th grade. Listen to what he says.
This program is designed for students who are in the 6th grades through the 12th grades to get unique experiences at university level.
So to give them unique experience at university level, I'm sure girls would like to have that opportunity. I'm sure kids with different color of melanin in their skin would like that opportunity. So he says it gives this group a unique opportunity to where it's leaving out others based on other criteria.
By interacting with professionals in that particular field. The unique thing is that these students they have an opportunity to engage with people who look like them.
All right, now this is where this is just baffling to me. Notice what he says. The unique thing about this program, this grant, is that they get to work along or get to be taught by someone who looks like them. I mean, I think I wrote some stuff down here. It seems like this guy's obsessed with underrepresented. It seems like he's obsessed with people who look like whoever. I mean, I'm just blown away that you're now going in here and you're taking these kids, these minority kids, and you're putting them with someone who is the same. I'm assuming you're saying the same color. I mean, because I look at you and you look like me. We just have a different color melanin in that makes us look different in our skin. So what are you talking about? Are you referencing color? Is that what you're referencing? I mean, that's baffling to me. That is horribly discriminatory. You call it unique? I mean, if I am who I am, and it's a guy who is an African American, and he's the best in the field, that's who I want to be with. Who cares about color? But it seems like you are obsessed with this idea of underrepresented, of males and not females, or people they're put together with people who look like them. Come on, man, this has got to stop. This is the type of discriminatory mess that's got to stop at these colleges. And when I was growing up, I didn't care. I never paid any attention to what color a person was. Didn't care. If they were a doctor and they were this color, they were doctor. It didn't matter. I wanted to listen. I wanted to learn, or if they were this, or if they were that. Let's continue to listen.
Within the field to see that they too can be successful, narrowing that belief gap.
So as long as you see somebody in the field that looks like you, that's going to narrow the belief gap that you believe that you can get there. You're telling me a person of another with different color of melanin in their skin can't encourage that or help them to reach that goal? I mean, this is just ridiculous.
Exposed to some of these careers that maybe they otherwise wouldn't be exposed to. And then I know that you and President gave.
Yeah, but how about exposing every child to this? How about every male and female, no matter what color of melanin they've got in their skin? How about opening it up to all? I'm baffled by it. But so let's move on. This is what I'm talking about. Is ACC still implementing DEI policies? I don't know if this guy. It looks like this guy could possibly be. I'm not sure. I don't know, but it's something that we need to look into. So let's go ahead and let's turn. Okay, we've looked at the Office of Belonging. We've listened to the video. Now I want to go back to I think it was the homepage, and then I want us to look at the mission. I believe it. Let's see where it's at down here. I believe it's the mission. Yeah, our mission. And you'll see our mission here. They looks decent so far. Here we go. And see, this is the thing. And I'm going to do a different video on this altogether about diversity, equity, and inclusion. Because right here, I see the word our diverse, which, listen, nobody has a problem with diverse. I mean, we like diversity. But the question is, what does that diversity mean? And we'll look at that in just a moment. We'll look at that in another video. Notice I come down here to number 4. Notice here we still have equity and inclusion. Equity and inclusion. We embrace the diversity of our communities. I mean, I think this was put forth by the board of directors. I'm not sure. I think it is. Well, it says board of trustees right there. The board of trustees on August the 8th, 2022. I'm hoping this will be changed because we will, like I said, I'm going to do a video on diversity, equity, inclusion to follow this. And I will probably try to tag this one in this video so that you will have a better understanding of exactly what's taking place in this video. So, or at Alamance Community College. So Dr. Ken Engel, he's now the president at Alamance Community College. And there was an article that appeared in March the 13th, 2025. And he said that he did a little reorganization when he got there. He said ACC Director DEI, Josephine Jones, whose title is now the Director of Belonging. And when you see the word Director of Belonging, listen, that's a code word. You really need to pay attention to see if it has DEI infrastructure related to that. He says his role is development strategies that address how we can best reach out into the community and reach every possible student. So that means everybody, no matter who they are, what the melanin is in their skin, anything. So he'll be answering to, and Josephine Jones will be answering to Dr. Carol Disk, I believe is what he says. And he's made those changes. He said 7 months prior to the March 13th, 2025. But Engel also said this about the Minority Medical Bridge. He said Engel acknowledged that ACC currently offers a minority male program, which he said is funded by a state-specific grant. But he said the program isn't restricted to minority participants. The predominant participants fall into that minority category, but we don't require that they do, Engel said. And so he said he's trying to make sure that does not that the program does not continue that way. But let me encourage you, if you're going to Alamance Community College and you see anything of this nature where someone is applying DEI principles, please let us know. Please email me at alamancecountytalkspolitics@gmail.com. We'll do another video, a follow-up video on this. We'll also do one on the diversity, equity, inclusion. We'll also look at ABSS, Alamance Burlington School System. But like I said, if you have any questions or questions, I'd encourage you to email me at that Alamance County Talks Politics@gmail.com. And until next time,